Well, good morning. We're listening in as the Apostle Paul is explaining some of his relationship with the church leadership in Jerusalem. He says here in Galatians chapter 2, like we read yesterday, that after an interval of 14 years, he went up again to Jerusalem along with Barnabas, taking Titus along also. It was because of a revelation that I went up. And I submitted to them the gospel which I preached among the Gentiles, but I did so in private to those who were of reputation, for fear that I might be running or had run in vain. This approach by the Apostle Paul is very wise, obviously motivated by the Holy Spirit, a revelation from God. Paul, go to Jerusalem. You need to meet with the church leaders there. You need to connect with them, and they need to know what you're doing, and you need to know what they're doing. And when he went, it says he met with the leadership, those who were of reputation, in private. I thought, that's such wisdom. And there he explained the gospel that he was preaching to the Gentiles. Now, as you read through the book of Acts, you recognize that every city that Paul approached, he went to the Jewish synagogues first, and he presented the good news that Jesus of Nazareth is the Messiah to the Jews first. And then, when the Jews in that region rejected the gospel, he would go to the Gentiles, to the marketplace, to their assembly halls and amphitheaters, and present the gospel. And now he's back in Jerusalem, meeting in private with those in the church that are of reputation, so that he can explain to them what's happening. Because he did not want to be in conflict with them. He did not want to hear from them, Paul, what you're preaching is not right. You're mistaken. He didn't want that at all. He did not want to, here he concludes here in verse 2, I was afraid that I had been running, or was currently running, in vain, where the church leadership, those of reputation in Jerusalem, who'd been in the faith longer than I, would contradict me. And he really was concerned about that. As we read on in the chapter, we see nothing but good news there. But this was his concern. And when the Lord sent him to go to Jerusalem, you go, and you go now. So he did. Met with them. And the wise part was he met with them privately, so that questions could be asked, so that explanations could be made in order, in good timing, and the bigger crowds then weren't flooded with confusion. The leadership, those of reputation, could discover exactly what was happening and then relate that to the people. Good leadership, unified leadership, happens and provides then a stability and a clear direction for the church, because Christ is our head and he is our leader. And this book right here gives us the direction, the patterns to follow. But then on the practical level, a lot of that is left up to the local church leadership. So Paul was explaining the message, the grand message of the grace of God. And he discovered there among those of reputation in Jerusalem a welcoming presence. So we'll get into that tomorrow. God bless you as you move through today, and be wise in the way you communicate. Be forthright and quick, with gentleness and truth. God bless you. He loves you, and we love you too.